Week 15 of the NFL.
And we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more.
It's the Dolphins and the Barons, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Brooklyn Barons. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Brooklyn Ball Club. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Brooklyn. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Tua completing this to Waddle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On play action, here's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
They go play action now. Wilson. This one swung out here to Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. The numbers for Jones last week, 15 carries, 73 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expecting to make a run at not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 1. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, it's Holmes. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Barons are on the board first here this afternoon. And ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
And that flag accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Fielded at the 33. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after, either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on the opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Wilson. Holmes has got it complete. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will slide down with a good gain. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a 1st down?
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And his throw here's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Harper. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield and broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Tua now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now it's Wilson. And one here, complete to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. They'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second.
A run now with Holmes. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Second down, another shot for Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. On third down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Now, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Tua. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. From midfield, here's Tua. And that will be incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
From the 44, Tua.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll go with it.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, it's Jones.
He's got room at the 30. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Wilson to throw. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 10.
To throw is Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Garrett Wilson.
26 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. And he just did get the feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
And now, of course, all plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and that'll be a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed? The feet are hopefully getting down in bounds. That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Last time out, they fumbled. That led to touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by drawing on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive. What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating second and long.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And they'll get it up just short of the 4-5 at the 44. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Tua to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Tua now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Going to the air. Tagovailoa escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. All right, appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, have 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that extra goal, right? That extra motivation to accomplish what you want, not just as a team, but as individuals. He's got to stretch a little bit to get there. That might be what they're talking about during the practice sessions in their meetings. Hey, we can still get this done. Let's go ahead and feed him the ball.
And the offensive line, I'm sure they're well aware of where he stands as well.
They are, and I think for them, it would be an even better accomplishment to get there now because it seems like a little bit of a reach.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed.
Touchdown! Garrett Wilson as the first half is winding down. And the Barons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. Dalvin Cook with a touchdown run. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Quarterback Justin Fields with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. With that, let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Miami. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, on the other side, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
They'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. In his case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll run with Holmes. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Holmes has got it complete. And the play goes nowhere. Yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open net is Waddle complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
We'll talk all the time about situational football. Right now, the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another step right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades were handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, and finding the tight end Hooper. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away. We have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
A give running right is Akers.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now Tua.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll run. This is Holmes.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Running right, Jones. And Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 27, Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They call it reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure you don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
To throw again is Wilson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Complete to Austin Hooper. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
Oh, Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
On the carry, it's Holmes. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Coup for the extra point.
the lead is now 24. So that drive, 12 plays in length. That's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Coop to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back to the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But now he appears to be in some pain. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
On 2nd and 9.
Tua.
Going to throw right side here. Complete.
They're going to get this down to about the 37.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Tua now on 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he wisely will throw that one away. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Pressure comes and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense is going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
73 yards rushing for him now to this point.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Down to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37 yard line. A gain of 4.
An inside give to Jones. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Holmes. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And this throw will be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Koo now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Miami set to take over. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. From the 24, Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From midfield, here's Tua, eluding the pressure right. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. Throwing again on second down. Tua. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. They got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Tua to throw again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Akers back-to-back catches. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Patterson's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it. And then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the counter, here's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be fourth down. And on now is the punter as he's on to kick it away. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And a coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Here's Tua. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get out of there. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends. And understandably, not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance they're going to cherish.
So for the home team here,
their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6 and 8 on the year.
And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6 and 8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.